Okay, so the equation for slope of a line is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Change in y over change in x. Right here with our points, we have x1, y1. Tori, put your head up, please. Tori. Tori. He's asleep, sleep. Can you do this with us so you'll know how to do the homework? Okay. We'll go back to him in a second. Okay. So what we're going to do is just plug these numbers into the equation. So we'd have 4 minus 2 over 0 minus negative 1. And then we simplify it. 4 minus 2 is 2. 0 minus negative 1, when you have that subtracting a negative, you add the opposite, and it just becomes 0 plus 1. So we get 2 over 1, which simplifies to 2. So the slope of that line is 2. Then number 2. Again, x1, y1, x2, y2. Plugging it into the equation, be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Negative 7 minus 5 is negative 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Negative 12 divided by 3 is negative 4. And that's your slope. Okay, we're going to skip number 3 and just do one more example with number 4. Again, you have this exact lesson on Khan Academy, so it'll be a good way to practice this. Negative 4 minus negative 2, 5 minus negative 5. So add the opposite here. Negative 4 plus 2 would just be negative 2. 5 minus negative 5 give you 10. Simplify this to negative 1/5, and that is your slope. Okay, number 5. Now we're going to find the slope given a line. Now you could pull out the coordinates of these points, or you could just count rise over run. What you do is you just choose 2 points that intersect exactly at an x and a y line. So I'm going to choose these 2 points here. The rise right here is 3, and the run right here is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So my slope is 3 over 4, rise over run. Then number 6, this time our rise is actually going down. So it goes down 2, so that would be negative 2 over 1, positive 1. So we get negative 2 over 1, which just simplifies to negative 2. So our slope is negative 2, which makes sense. If you have a line that's increasing, it should have a positive slope. If it's decreasing, meaning going down to the right, then it should have a negative slope. Okay, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We are going to skip those, but I'm just going to tell you the concept. It says determine whether AB and MN are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. In order to do that, you would need to graph those points, connect the lines or connect the dots, and then determine whether your lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. I do have like little pieces of graph paper up here, so if you get those on the homework and need to practice it, you would just graph the points and then determine if they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Then for 11, 12, 13, and 14, it says graph the line that satisfies each condition. Okay, first it says slope 3 and passes through point A at 0, 1. So we're going to graph that point. Here's point A. And the slope is 3. So that is 3 over 1. So we go up 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. And then your last step is just to connect that line there. The next one, it passes through point R, negative 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, point R. And the slope is negative 3 halves. So that means we're going to go down 3 over 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like that. Look at that. And then number 13 passes through point Y at 3, 0, so plotting that point Y, parallel to line DJ, and they give us the points for DJ, so I'm going to plot those points as well. Negative 3, 1, point D, J is at 1, 2, 3. And DJ is a line, so I'm going to draw the line. Okay, now what? I need something parallel to that. It needs to be precise, meaning exact. The slope should be the same for parallel lines. So the slope for this line is going up 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So 2 over 6, or 1/3. That's the slope. I need the slope of this line to be the same thing. So I want to go up 1 over 3. Also, notice how it doesn't quite fit on the graph. A slope of 1/3 is the same as negative 1 over negative 3, because that would become positive. So I can go down 1 over 3 as well and get the same parallel line, the same slope. And it looks like there's some human error, but it's pretty parallel. So the key there is parallel lines have the same slope. Then for 14, we're drawing perpendicular lines. It says passes through 0, negative 2. So this will be point T right here. And perpendicular to line CX, and it gives us those points. So 0, 1, 2, wait. This is C, and then X is at 2, negative 1. So we have line CX. We need a line that's perpendicular to this that passes through T. What did I plotted T wrong. Sorry guys, it's supposed to be right here. 0, negative 2. Here's T. I don't know why I did it over here. Okay, so the slope of this one right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So negative 4, 2, or just negative 2. So we need the slope of this line to be positive 1/2. Does that make sense? So this is the slope of CX. And then our slope for this line needs to be positive 1/2. So from here I'm going to go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. To get this. So it is line TX. Has a slope of 1/2. Okay, so at this point I'm going to have you start the homework. If you have questions with the homework, just raise your hand and I can come over and help you. Remember, if you do have to graph something or you just feel more comfortable graphing instead of using the equations, I have some graph paper up here.